Georgia in Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Off-play action. Caught in the backfield, it's McGee. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the 49ers will punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grab near the sticks, it's Branch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position.
A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first to score the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's McGowan. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The sure hands, it's Branch.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Delton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They go to the ground. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to march in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Dogs! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Rutland. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line and they are threatening. The Dogs pick up the 1st down through the air and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The give to the tailback. Gets away from one, finds room. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The 49ers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for room, it's Stokes. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Stokes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him, he's got a rhythm going, he's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
And the 49ers are on the move. They'll run the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The 49ers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the move, it's Stokes. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there, makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. There he goes. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The inside handoff. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They're facing a third down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the 49ers will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now on third down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Gets it out fast. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Bell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's dealt.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Frazier. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. He lobs one high down the left side. Caught at the 25. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Charlotte! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
With the catch, it's Dell. Gashing the D on the right. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Looking left. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The give from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down. The 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throwing right. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught close to the marker, it's Branch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And you remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding onto the rock.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch down the right side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
And the 49ers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Stokes.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Stokes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bell. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
The 49ers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. It's Delp. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Delp.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Frazier. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's McGee. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Olsen. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the 49ers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the draw. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The 49ers have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McGowan. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the 49ers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
The 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Right down the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Finds his man in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Dogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Nicholas. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the 49ers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the 49ers are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McGee. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
On the run, it's Rutledge. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in, it's Olsen. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The 49ers send out the punt unit.
Formation to kick it away.
And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love the route there on the corner by the tight end against man coverage. He's able to get a little wiggle, create some separation, use his speed to get vertical, put his foot in the ground, and then use those long arms to haul the pass in.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Branch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep seriously and personally on the practice field building up to this one because he's barely made any mistakes today.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looking to throw again. This time it's complete. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this.
He's got it down the right side. Running free. He's at the touchdown 49ers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. He's got it on the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll go to the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's Bell. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. Got enough space, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets the gift. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
The kick is on its way. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
2nd down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Picked off to stop the threat. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Caught behind the line. It's Olsen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the 49ers decide to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. They had a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
First down, 10 yards to go. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. Turning it on! And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's got it again. There he goes. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.